Cool.
Thank you, Pamela Gilbert, for that introduction and informing us on the different types of sexual harassment. Alright, I'll be going over how to prevent sexual harassment. Alright, let's see. How would you like to work in a healthy environment with friendly associates and not have to worry about being a victim of sexual harassment? In today's society, sexual harassment is considered a major conflict with a few procedures one can overcome and prevail the hazards of being a victim. I'll be going over 4 main points of how to prevent from being associated with sexual harassment or having a harasser come up to you and, Alright, first point is conduct yourself with self-confidence. Second point will be modest in dressing, grooming, and the way you conduct yourself with others. Third is be aware of your surroundings and their situations. And the last point I'll be going over is keep yourself updated with current sexual harassment policies, and I'll be going over 7 steps and to keep in mind when saying no. First step, conduct yourself in a business-like manner. In some instances, poor self-confidence could provoke the harasser. So a timid person is more likely to be harassed than some woman who's a feminist that believes in her woman rights. A man would be more, cautious of approaching a woman of that nature. Respect yourself as you would like to be treated. The golden rule. Respect yourself as, like I said, as you would want to be treated. And then don't feel embarrassed to speak up or direct the situation. So don't stay quiet if something happens. If someone harasses you or whatnot, by you staying quiet, you're allowing the harasser to go ahead and keep thinking that it's okay to go ahead and do his own thing and keep on harassing you. In the Michigan State Law Civil Rights webpage, it states, like rape, most sexual harassment goes unreported because the victims are somehow made to feel ashamed of what has happened to them. They are afraid that other people will say they asked for it, or that no one will believe them, or they won't be able to prove it and will be branded as troublemakers. Second point, being modest in your appearance. Wearing flashy, tight, and revealing clothes can send out the wrong message. So when you're at work, try to dress professional. Women, no low cut type stuff that shows cleavage, whatnot. Dressing inappropriate can speak a language of its own. So visually, a male might take a woman who's dressing sexy at work as a person that he can approach with the idea of maybe taking this conflict with her outside of work. And Susan Hetfield quoted, "Sexual behavior and sexy clothing at work are not only an employer's potential harassment nightmare. Sexual behavior and sexy clothing at work would appear to submarine promising careers too." Meaning, if you're dressing sexy at work, your boss or employer could see that as not professional and demote you and not take you as a serious employee of theirs. Third, well not third, but continuing on with the second one, conduct yourself professionally. Watch your vulgar and sexual language. Something you and a friend might not think is a threat can be taken offensive by someone else. So if you and a coworker are joking around and someone overhears something that they think is sexual harassment, they could go ahead and report that or whatnot. So whatever you say at work, make sure that no one is around or keep that at home. Third point, be aware of your surroundings and their situations. Get an understanding on the working environment and its people. Make sure to keep your personal life separate from work. So, yeah, for example, don't bring family problems or anything at home. Keep all that stuff at home. Don't get comfortable at work. Remember, work is not a hangout place or your home. And don't be oblivious. Be aware of your surroundings and their situations. Well, continuing that, sorry. And there's a sexual harassment support group, and they state, sexualized environments have been shown to create atmospheres that encourage more serious and direct sexual harassment. For example, when obscenities are common in the workplace, women are 3 times more likely to be treated as sex objects and be directly sexually harassed than in environments where profanity is not tolerated. And when sexual joking is common, sexual harassment is 3 to 7 times more likely. Keep yourself updated with company policies. Understand the rules and regulations of your work environment. So when you come into a new job, go ahead and see what the policies are of sexual harassment. See if they keep their employees updated with sexual harassment meetings. When in doubt, feel free to ask questions your employee, your employers, co-workers, and whatnot. Okay, in the FindLaw websites states the same laws that prohibit gender discrimination prohibit sexual harassment. Title VII of the Civil Rights Act is the main federal law that prohibits sexual harassment. In addition, each state has its own anti-sexual harassment law. So basically, whatever state you're working in, each one has its own individual laws. So make sure you're informed with that and ask your company if you have any questions. I'll be going over 7 steps to prevent sexual harassment when brought upon you. Consider dismissing the incident. If it is nothing too large or too vain or anything like that, go ahead and dismiss it if it's not a real big thing to you. Second, tell the harasser to stop or say no. Make sure this person understands. When you say no, make sure to be confident and clear about it that you do not feel comfortable with this person. Keep a written documentation. Basically, what this is saying is write down whatever has happened. If he makes a remark, go ahead and write that down, jot it down, make the date when it happened and whatnot. Write a personal letter to the harasser. If you don't feel comfortable confronting the person, go ahead and write them a letter letting them know how you feel and how it's bothering you. Ask a friend for help. If you, same thing, don't feel comfortable writing the harasser a letter, have a friend intervene and let him know, or have your friend tell that person or the harasser that you don't feel comfortable about this. Complain through channels. So if you don't want to have a friend intervene, tell an employer, your boss or whatnot, that there's a person bothering you at work and you don't feel comfortable working with them. And last but not least, file a lawsuit if all prevails. And that is my presentation on how to prevent sexual harassment. Thank you.